project changed names a little bit, so we're calling it Xtractopy now. And this is a tool for optimizing the use of oceanographic data by marine spatial ecologists. So the goal of this project was to create an ecological toolkit to link oceanographic data to movement data sets. And so a similar project was tackled in Oceanhackweek in 2019. They called it Xtractopy, so we had a good springboard to jump off of. There's also similar functions called Xtractomatic in R and MATLAB. So our project is a link between large marine animals and ocean processes. And the real novelty of this project that we did this past couple of days is provides a flexible connection between ocean movement data and animal movement data. And it's also paired with descriptive statistics of relationships from these data that we provided. So our project, as an overview, it will match gridded and tabular data in Python and makes these data exportable to R, and then compare variables in R and allow results from the R function to inform our mapped plots in Python.
Yeah, so I was in charge of putting together this function in Python of matching the tag data to our open source environmental data that we pulled from MERS, SST, some sea surface height data from the Copernicus Marine Service, and ocean color from MODIS. Big shout out to Alex Kearney, who provided sort of the scaffolding that we worked off of for this project. So our inputs, basically we take our tag data in a pandas format, our environmental data in an X-ray format, and we output into a tidy CSV. And we convert our gridded sort of X-ray data into a point format. So we consolidate the grid into a single point that can be easily matched with the point tag data. And then we concatenated them together into a single file. So next slide.
Okay, so after getting this data into R, basically we imported them, and then this kind of allowed us some flexibility. A lot of ecologists are more comfortable working in R, it seems. So we could clean and organize the data as we saw fit. You could add in things like seasonality, create new variables, add shark IDs. And then first we just ran some descriptive statistics. So looking at distributions of our variables and then plotting correlation matrices. Oh, you can go next slide. And then this is really cool. So this just shows some basic seasonal and temporal trends in the environmental associations of shark positions with different variables. So there's two different sharks that we looked at. They're both about 4-meter female tiger sharks that were likely actually pregnant when we tagged them. And so what you can see first is in the A panel, there's time on the x-axis and then latitude. And so right then and there, ecologists can look at that and determine if the shark migrated or not. The one on the left likely did not migrate during that first wet season. So she stuck around Florida to give birth. The other one did end up moving a little bit more north. And then in the B plot, you can see same thing, time on the X, and along the Y, you can see sea surface temperature. So you can see the temperatures they were experiencing, which you can see has a very strong seasonal component. And what's cool about C and D, and again, don't have time to get into specifics, but in C, we have eddy kinetic energy, and then in D, we've plotted sea level anomaly. And so we can actually get this whole other idea of what's going on in these areas that these sharks are occupying that we didn't get before from just, typically plotting what's in A and B. So it's a very exciting output for us.
And then this slide.
This is 4 minutes, so just so you know.
All right, we'll go fast. This slide just shows a correlative trend between the sea surface height and the shark tag. For the shark on the right side of the pictures in the previous slide, we created this shark track using the data from the tags from Laura and then the corresponding sea surface heights from the NetCDF raster that Felippe made.
And this one is a kind of visualization. We try to create a dashboard with holo views and panel. And unfortunately, we just created to sea surface height. It's not easy to match these points. It's a little bit tricky, but I think it's nice for the time that we had to do it. And for the next slide, it's just a fast way to visualize the coordinates for each shark of our data set. In the case, it's just 2 sharks. But yes, I think that is for now.
Fantastic. You're like 500. Good job. This was really fun. Anyone who have questions, feel free to post on the project channel. I think Felippe had one. All right.